Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. All right, double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect members who are scattered to the four winds of the earth, pushing the work in truth and sincerity, bringing forth the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. Prophecy meaning to say before the Lord has risen up His men, all right, in these last evil days, bring forth that testimony, all right. Essentially saying what's going to happen before it happens, all right. And we've been telling you for the longest, and I guess it's just continuation of compiled information that we get. Pretty much an update on the beast system. You know, Canada links citizens' bank accounts to social credit score. All right, we told you it was going to come to this side of the world. Is already happening as far as the social credit system is concerned over there in China. You know, it's coming towards the Western hemisphere. All right, and this he's one of the main puppets, that's been pushing the agenda, all right, for the elite. Okay. They were able to shut down those truckers that had that strike a few years ago. They were able to go after their bank accounts, all right. And that's just the long reach of Esau. Again, the Lord has given them that power. Okay. So I'm making this quick, so it ain't just a little update. You see, things are getting more closer to home, so to speak. All right, so I'll read a little bit of it. All right. This is from Frank Bergman. All right, Salakia. So this is from Frank Bergman. All right. This is just last week, so this is in a major push to seize control of the public's financial freedom. Canada is radicalizing its banking system by linking citizens' bank accounts to a tyrannical social credit score. All right. So we pretty much got to qualify that. How are they doing that? How are they able to link these bank accounts towards like a merit system or punishment and reward system? All right. It says the Canadian banking system will soon be transformed by a so-called open banking framework. Proponents are framing this as a more inclusive way for banks to easily share information and access user data. Okay. So banks are sharing information, which is probably nothing new. Okay. But again, it's starting to hit closer to home. All right. You're seeing this trend happen all over the world. And, China is the vanguard, the leaders in society of it, and the scriptures, pretty much point out that folly as well. They want to be the express image of, this harlot, this whore, America. Okay. And I think it might be 15, but no, it's 16. I might think I'm wrong. All right. Because if you look it up, oops. It should say it started in China. Yep. The social credit system is a national credit rating, all right, and bank blacklist being developed by the government of China. The social credit initiative calls for the establishment of a record system. See, so it's a record system. And I think I just seen an article on how they pretty much want to control monitor everything you say. And eventually, this is how Esau is going to be able to seize control of everything, all right? I kind of want to just reference those articles just to show you how it all is coming together. All right, so back to this article. It says, however, the move will merge social standings with banking to provide governments and unelected bureaucrats with complete control over our finances. And that's right. They want to control the wealth and they have been. You know, that's why a few years ago, I think they wanted to ping accounts that had over $600 in it or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. All right, but I think it was, the Biden administration. But it's just showing you how you saw the closer we get to the end, the more he's consolidating control, the more he's consuming, you know, that power. All right. It says the organization, which it goes hand in hand with Revelations 13:15. And it says the organization Open Banking Excellence, OBE, a World Bank partner that originated in the UK, boasts that it will incorporate social credit scores and bank information and likely digital cash and IDs in one convenient and inclusive place. Which has reached 40 countries, aims to create exceptional platforms and content that promotes knowledge sharing, new thinking, and partnerships within the industry, catalyzing the adoption of open finance and data for better financial inclusion worldwide. And sheesh, when you really start to when this thing really starts to unfold as far as what they're doing, and then you add AI into that bad boy, it's just gonna get crazy. All right, that's why it says they had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that it should both speak. All right, which we'll get that, Revelations 13:15. And I did make a point about China, Asia, or pretty much the Moabites. So I want to bring that out in Second Esdras too. So Revelations 13:15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And the image is how the construct of this society, its merits and its belief systems, and if you don't believe in that, well, they got algorithms to, pretty much to store the data that you put online, and the category put you in a certain category. All right. And that social credit system is set up as a reward and punishment system. So if you say something against the establishment, i.e. the image of the beast, all right, you will be punished. Okay. They will turn off whatever bank accounts you have, whatever subscriptions you have. It's all going to be tied into one thing. And this is what we're telling you. That's why the scriptures talk about flee amidst the Babylon, and be not caught, be not caught in her judgment, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So it says OBE, which has reached 40 countries, aims to create exceptional platforms and content that promotes knowledge sharing, new thinking, and partnerships with the industry, catalyzing the adoption of open finance and data for better financial inclusion worldwide. All right. And so it sounds, heroic and, like it's something good, but it's definitely not. They are always, Esau is, like the scriptures say, he got a devil tongue. So they speak ambiguous. Like a lot of their laws that they push out is ambiguous, meaning they don't mean exactly what they're saying. All right, it's way more to it, and that's why we call them the devil. That's why they're the devil. It's about having that fairer, more inclusive, more open society, said Helen Child, founder of Open Banking Excellency. That it doesn't mean anything good for the people. Of course, open society is an ideology championed by radical billionaire George Soros, which involves open borders, no prisons, and rampant crime, among other progressive ideas. Because their motto is order out of chaos. All right, order ab chaos. All right, so they need these things. Why? So they can bring in other measures like drones, robots, whatever you want to call them, cyborgs, to occupy and monitor everyone. All right, they're gonna have this system fully up and running when certain calamities happen. This is, however, the need for inclusivity, slacking, inclusivity. I can't even say the word. Inclusivity, inclusivity. I can't say it, slacking. In fairness, in banking is not explained despite being repeatedly pushed by proponents of the plan. You see, so they're not going to explain in detail. Okay, all that information, you know, they'll disregard. Okay, pretty much presenting that to the masses. All right, let's see. Yeah, the war into Asia. Here, where is it? Because pretty much, the Moabites are, they're the ones, leading the charge in this type of technology. You know, oops. Let's see here. Here, let's see. Here we go. It is 15. It was 15. Yep. See, it says 2nd Edges 15:46, and thou Asia that are partaker of the hope of Babylon. All right. And essentially because they got these devices, these this ideology, okay, which is the hope of Babylon, all right, and art the glory of her person. Okay, that's why you see, Biden, they're supposed to be at war, right? America and China, or, but you'll hear Biden always complimenting Asia, because they all part of that same, brotherhood, for lack of better words. They're part of that NWO, which is, the nations in league with one another, all right, and against the children of Israel. Okay, they're setting this up in hopes that they can, pretty much step over the elect and God's in the kingdom to come, and to keep this world going of theirs. All right. So it says, read a little bit more about it. Probably say the same thing. Social credit can refer to different concepts in political economy as social policy. See, so it's spilling into social policy, right? And that's how you conduct yourself in society, all right? So they got certain rules that you can't say, and there's certain laws that they're making right now that prohibit people from saying certain things that go against the establishment. They'll call it hate speech. It says one meaning is a conservative political movement in Canada that advocated for economic reform and redistribution of wealth to consumers. Another meaning is a disruptive philosophy of C.H. Douglas that proposed to balance the cost of goods and the income of workers. And the third meaning is a national credit rating, you see, and this is what Esau is about to push. This is what he is pushing, all right, for a social credit system. And you're going to hear the politicians, we should push for a social credit system so everybody can be inclusive, and all these, and they saying all these great swelling words, when really it's just a Trojan horse to basically control everything, control what you say, all right, and that's the beast rearing its ugly head, all right. It says a third meaning is a national credit rating and blacklist system in China that monitors and evaluates the behavior and trustworthiness of citizens and organizations. So that's going to come, all right, and that is the beast system essentially. That's one aspect of it, but the other aspect of it is, how you're going to be able to, be a part of that beast system, which is to take that chip. All right. Revelation 13:16, he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay. That the word for what mark is charagma. Okay. Which is essentially a branding. All right. Because that's what it all goes back to, a branding, right? A stamp, an imprinted mark, right? Of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, all right, as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, right? Which, it's the mark branded upon horses. So it's a branding, so to speak. Okay. Another point. Slide here. Here, I had another point. I just forgot it. But that's pretty much it. Oh yeah. Look, the language of force, how the police state muzzles our right to speak truth to power. See here. So just articles in reference, all right, showing you that there's a constant push towards silencing or the powers that be punishing people or monitoring people or collecting data of people who are saying things and setting up laws to come after people, man. All right. This is the article we just read. Try to find it. Okay. It's a few more in here that I found. Look at that. Citizen journalism as disruptive technology. Okay. So just more proof that the conversation among the elite is condemning anybody that's freelancing, that especially those that have a following. They're gonna be definitely on their heels. All right, that's why cancel culture is very prevalent now, weaponizing reality, the dawn of neuro warfare. All right. And so that's what I wanted to say. So all they need for is a calamity big enough to where they can swoop in like the hero and bring this, and bring these devices to pass. All right, this device, was just an actual physical thing. All right, it's going to require for you to physically get this. All right, it ain't nothing spiritual. This is nothing spiritual. All right. The truth of the matter is that they're going to put this into people. All right. Verse 16, and he called it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay. And so that's going to happen. All right. That mark, which is a branding. All right. So essentially, that's what John the Revelator seen. John the Revelator seen. All right. In the vision, he's seen them set up a certain system in the world, and everybody that didn't believe in that system, they were cut off from everything in society. This is what we're seeing essentially emerging in front of our faces. And he saw that they were giving out, he had the vision that they were giving out this chip, all right, which is the mark of the beast. He's seen it all. He's seen exactly what we're seeing unfold, okay? And again, you got to remember, this is written 2,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago. And why is it so prevalent? Why is it matching up with everything? All right. because the scriptures are on point, man. And that was pretty much all I wanted to bring out. I just wanted to quickly touch on that. But the conversation is among the elite. All right, is definitely against and opposed against freelancers and people that have a mouth to speak. Okay, look at that. Yuval Noah Harari. Let's just go to it. C19 propaganda roundup. All right, future biotech to determine what you think about the government. See, Yuval Noah Harari biometric surveillance enabled by the CFIR. All right, can determine what you think about the government. All right, the brazenness of the current biomedical security state rhetoric is of a scale that shocks even me. And this is how they coming. They coming through the big medica. They coming through, in the guise of, doctors and people that heal. And these are the most, respected people in society. Okay. You got that doctor at the beginning of your name. That means everything. All right. It says shocks. It says the brazen of the current biomedical security state rhetoric is of a scale that shocks even me, hardened and baptized in the fire of the biomedical state though I am. The mere fact that this lispy weasel feels physically unendangered by uttering this ultra commie filth in public in front of cameras speaks volumes about how far we've fallen on the road to totalitarian perdition. And right, and they're speaking. Okay, the scripture said they set their mouths against the heavens, so they're saying all these things. All right, as far as their agenda is going, the NWO. Okay, and the reason, the fact that they're saying all these things proves that we're a lot further down the line than you think. All right, COVID is critical. Oops, I said it. It's lucky. The C is critical because this is, and by the way, this is not medical. I'm not giving medical advice. All right, this is just for educational purposes only. All right. So it says this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. We need not just to monitor people, but we need to monitor what's happening under their skin. All right. And so as far as the medical is going, this is what they're pushing for, so that they can have, so they can, you see it in the movies, you have certain cameras. What do you call those cameras? Thermal. Though it shows your thermal, it shows your heat. They got those set up. They was trying to set those up during 2020. Well, for the last 3 years, they've been talking about that. Because when people had that cold, all right, you go into work, they had to scan your forehead to see if you had a high fever or not. Well, they're gonna put pretty much emphasis on how, or they're gonna pretty much scare everybody again. They're gonna put that in place, and that's gonna be a form of surveillance as well. To see whether you're sick or not. And then you got biochemical warfare that's actually going on. They're spraying, the air with certain chemicals that's getting people sick. And what in Tennessee they stopped. I think the brother just came out with this. If I'm not mistaken. No, the guy that does the prepping thing. I think he said something about Tennessee closing their airspace to the planes that release those. What do you call them? They released the trails, the chemtrails. Okay. Let's see. So biometric surveillance is coming. That thermal Well, they can scan your they can pretty much scan your temperature. See, I got this right here. That scans how hot you are. It can probably read, from a distance how your temperature, whether it's over, the recommended, temperature. They can tell if you're sick, and then they can quarantine you. That's all coming back. They ain't going nowhere. It's coming right back. The scare is coming right back. And but what? Because Esau knowing that he have a short time. Scriptures tell you that. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Okay, that's dealing with the elect. All right, that's dealing with the saints. All right, this is dealing with, right. This is woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Why? Because really, the faster he moves, the closer we get to going home, so to speak. All right, or yeah, the sooner, the faster Esau moves, the closer we get to home. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So within him knowing that, he's going to accelerate the timetable. And what we thought was gone, or what we know, the prophets know, the saints know, but what the world thought that was gone and was done away with, or we not going to face one of these things again, we done overcame it. No, it's all gonna come back again, and it's gonna come back twice as hard. I remember seeing Bill and Melinda Gates saying that, as they were sitting, being interviewed. Okay, so that's all coming back. So with that, let me see if I can give some words of admonishment. This is definitely going to spark Jacob's trouble. All right, this is one of the events that's going to spark Jacob's trouble. Esau bringing that totalitarian system, giving life unto the image of the beast, and eventually, casting people out of society or cutting people off in society, for not accepting that image, or accepting the status quo, or accepting public opinion. All right, so alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So it's going to be a lot. And again, they looking for the right calamity to set this thing up. And it's going to be devastating. All right, you see what happened in Baltimore. That's devastating. Not only for traveling, but other reasons too. All right, so it says, think about all of the trucks that got to pass over that bridge, right? So as for it shall come to pass, and that probably was strategic anyway, for it shall come to pass in that day, all right, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, right, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, right? Because eventually the Lord is going to break us free from this devil, okay, and he's going to save us. Okay, because right now Esau has a spiritual yoke on us. Okay, because the Lord has decreed it. We have to serve this man until the Lord say, all right, that's enough. And most of us are going to find liberty through escaping this man, whether it be way of death or spiritual powers. All right. But that's our liberty. So, it's coming. And the point now is just to stay prayed up and to stay in the spirit as much as possible. All right. So that we can endure these times and so that we can walk that straight and narrow. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect members who are scattered to the four winds of the earth, pushing work and truth and sincerity. Shalom.